Hello. Darren?
Hello, Frank. I can hear you. You all right?
Oh my God, brilliant. You all right?
Yeah, you're not very loud. I'm just turning you up.
Okay. I normally am. Oh God. Can you see me this?
Yeah, it's very good,
I
Pete.
haven't had a shave since it started, and I said I'm not having one till it's finished.
You're going to look like the old man of the sea by the time it's finished.
Helen says I look like Amos Brealey.
Good morning, everyone.
Oh, good
Hello,
morning.
Jenny. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Very good. Very good.
Yeah, were you talking about hair, Frankie?
Yeah.
I know, we're all in the same boat there.
You haven't got a beard. I can't see one on you.
Oh, I thought you were talking about hair length.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, my hair's growing as well.
At the end of this, you never know, I might have a beard.
Oh, what's happening? Oh, help yourself to biscuits. I've got bourbons or ginger nuts.
Oh, I haven't even had my breakfast yet. Darren?
Yes, hi, Jenny.
Hi. I've been sending in my chairman's challenge.
Yes, brilliant.
I
got one, yeah.
Did you get two?
I certainly got one for the last one. I haven't I haven't looked at Illogical yet.
Ah, right. But you got the Day After Love.
I got the Day After Love, yes, definitely.
So this morning I won't be able to read my own contribution. So I was hoping that you would.
That's fine. Yeah, I can do that. What I'm going to do actually with the oops, someone's joining. What I'm going to do with the competition, because a few people have said, "Oh, I didn't know." I'm going to give a few extra days. I'm going to say enter on Thursday.
Oh, I see. But if I just send you my contributions, then you'll sort it, yeah?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So are we doing the Day After Love today?
We're doing that today, and we're also doing Tweet today.
All right. No, I didn't contribute to that one. No.
But,
I didn't.
yeah.
Hi, everybody. I'm here.
I can hear you, Mike.
No, I haven't. I'm not visible.
Oh.
I'm still in my pajamas.
The Invisible Man.
Hello. Hi. Can everybody hear me?
Yes.
Hello. Right, yes.
Hello,
Who is it?
How are you this morning?
Good. Is that Christine?
It is, yes. Hello.
Hi, Chris. Hi, Chris. Yeah, unfortunately, your thing didn't get off the ground, did it, before this all set in?
What didn't?
Your group.
Oh, no. We just managed to complete one, the short stories one.
Yeah.
We held the last meeting the day before lockdown.
Yeah, no, but the one about
no, the writing for well-being, that didn't. No.
Well, look, I should look forward to that happening.
Yeah, I'm sure it will. So much is on hold, isn't it? We've no idea what's going to happen next or when.
Yeah.
How many are you expecting, Darren?
Well, that's the thing, isn't it? I would imagine we'll get about 20,
Okay.
and it could get a little bit messy because the more people you have, the video starts to sort of interact. So it might be at some stage that I mute you all, not because I don't like you, just because there's some feedback going on. And basically all you've got to do then is just move down to the bottom left of your screens, down here somewhere, and a little mute button will appear, and you can mute and unmute yourself.
Yes.
I assume you can.
Yeah, we've been used to doing that with another of these meeting programs. We've got a little group going in our street, and we've been having quiz nights.
Oh, that sounds great.
Yeah, when a couple of people are trying to speak, then it can quiver and you lose the definition a bit. This one looks a lot clearer, actually, Zoom. So we'll see how it goes anyway.
Oh, good.
And I'm sitting here looking out at the Long Mind with a cup of coffee in my hand and good company on the internet. What more can you ask for?
Brilliant. Hello, Jean. I can see you, Jean.
Hello, how are you all?
I'm good.
Good.
Right.
I can't see Jean yet.
Well, I can see me.
Okay.
I'm in a little square beside Darren and near Frances and Jenny.
Hello, Jean.
Hello, Jenny. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. And you?
Oh, fine. Yeah, strange.
Yes, I can hear you, Jean, but I can't see you.
All right. Well, I am on video, so I can see me. But I don't know why you can't see me. I don't know if I need to do anything.
No. I can see you, Jean. What you need to do, if you want to see everybody else.
Oh, there you are.
Okay. It's great fun. I've done a few of these Zoom groups for poetry and various things, and it's good. I think in meetings, what we've had to do is put up a hand, to say we want to participate, or else it gets a bit crazy. But we'll see how it goes. I think you might have to do the muting bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's possible.
Actually, Jean, I still can't see you. I can see Julie, who's just joined.
Hello.
Hi, Julie.
Hello.
Christine, if you go to the top right hand of your screen, you will see something like gallery view come up.
Right.
What
No.
happens when you click on that? Anything?
You put your mouse cursor over one of the photographs that you can see.
Oh, 2 people waiting to join. Hang on.
A little border will appear, and the top left of that screen, there's some small icons, like a line, and then a big square, then another 2 lines, and then a grid.
Yeah, I've got the grid.
Click on the grid. If you click on the grid, you'll see everybody who's connected at once.
Yeah, I can see 4. I've got 4. It's just Jean I can't see.
Well, I think you're very fortunate.
Are you using a mobile phone?
No, I'm using a Mac.
Okay.
I
don't know then. Sometimes if it's a small screen, it restricts how many people you can see as well.
That might be it. Yeah.
Right. Yes, I've got an 11-inch here, which is a damn sight bigger than a phone.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It should be good enough. Yeah.
You might be able to scroll through, Christine.
Okay, hang on a minute. I'm just going to click this icon that says show grid video.
Oh. Hermione Granger has appeared.
There she is. Yeah.
Has Olga appeared yet?
Yes, I just saw her, I think.
I can see Olga in writing.
That's Lisa, isn't it?
That background is brilliant.
It's
a good background.
Oh, you can't.
Hi. Is my audio working? Because it was connecting.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Brilliant. It was just
We can hear you.
connecting continuously for a while.
Yeah, I've still only got 6 icons here, 6 pictures.
Well, I've had to expand the screen and see more now. It's a bit weird because sharing Darren's screen, it's kind of, I've never seen this view before.
Ah, yeah. Sorry, I've got the. Probably you can all see the welcome Wrekin Writers.
Yeah. Yeah. That's it. It's good.
And that might be what's stopping the ordinary views happening.
I have to say, I can't see anything, and it doesn't really matter.
Oh, of course, no.
Worry too much that you can't see anybody.
That's a good way of looking at it. Excellent.
Well, yeah, it's not that important, really.
No, he wants to see my face.
Oh, I like the please feel free to help yourselves to your own hot drink and biscuits.
I'm just eating straw.
Ginger nuts.
That's good.
It sounded like someone said, "I'm just eating straw."
Strawberries. It's me, Olga.
Strawberries.
I don't know why my picture's not coming up.
Yes.
It's
Just a name.
not connected with video. I don't know.
Yeah, you can hear me, I understand, but you can't see me.
Have you enabled?
It doesn't matter, Olga. We will visualise you.
Yeah. Have you
Oh,
all
okay,
enabled
thank you.
video?
I should carry on eating my strawberries then.
We're not going to tell you what we're going to visualise you as, Olga.
Has
Um,
anybody enabled their video? That might be it.
having a very late breakfast.
Don't worry, Olga. I've not even had my breakfast yet.
Did you hear me?
Oh, all right.
Did you hear me? Has everybody enabled their video?
Yes.
Oh, hold on. I'm just going to press a thing. Start my. Oh, there I am.
You know, Olga. Yeah.
There you are.
Hello.
With the strawberries.
Oh, showing us the
I
strawberries.
haven't got video. That's why you can't see me.
Oh, right. Okay.
We prefer it that way, Mike.
Mike is keeping in the shadows.
Yeah.
That's it. We can see you now, Olga. Yeah.
Yes, I'm there. In my conservatory, listening to the rain.
Oh, yeah.
We need a bit of rain, to be honest.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Yes.
But
Yes.
I've just received a late birthday present of a garden lounger, and I can't use it. Not in the garden anyway.
It is still only April. There's plenty of time.
Mm. Yes, it is only April.
It has been a
It's
wonderful
going
couple of weeks.
to be sunny again next week, apparently. So
It's supposed to be tomorrow, isn't it?
can't remember that detailed.
Yeah, I listened to the 7-day forecast this morning, and from Wednesday onwards, we're going to get sun again.
Oh, well, that's something.
Mm.
And this is very good for the gardens.
Can I just
Absolutely.
ask a question here?
Yes,
Can I
go
just
ahead,
ask-
Jenny.
Yeah. I do a couple of other groups, but not on Zoom. It's on Jitsi Meet. And if on Jitsi Meet we use headphones, we cut out that background noise. So I'm just wondering, is anyone using headphones?
No.
No.
I haven't got headphones with a microphone included, so
I can try. I have some here with a microphone.
Like your cat, Lisa.
I didn't realise he was in the frame. Sorry. Here you go.
I hope you don't get my budgies.
I'll get my dog.
I do have several sets of earbuds. I could always try those next time.
Yeah, I'm gonna try mine now to see if it cuts.
I'm just trying to blow. I have to turn. Well, you'll still see Hogwarts anyway.
Oh,
Excuse me.
Lovely picture of a jumper
Just
there.
trim the beard.
Oh, hello, John.
Question is, can you hear me?
That Julie.
Hello.
I can hear John. You're very faint.
Hi, Julie.
Are you all right, John?
I am, thank you, sweetheart. Are you okay?
Oh, hello,
Thank
John.
you. Yeah.
Oh,
Anybody hear me?
Yeah.
I can hear you.
Can. Oh,
Yeah,
good.
I can hear you, Vicky.
Excellent. Put them in the
yeah.
right
headphones.
I
Well,
just want to say
Hello, John.
I've put my earbuds in, and it is much better with them.
Good.
Okay, I'll go and get mine. I'm not gone.
Darren, I can still only. Oh, he's gone.
No, I'm still here.
I still only have 6 icons here. I can't see everybody. Do you know why that
I only have 6, but there's if you move your mouse down to the bottom right of the 6, you might get a little arrow, and you can.
Yeah,
You can
can
stretch that
scroll
little box
through.
open so it shows everyone.
The others.
Yeah, I've stretched the screen so I can see more. I can't read Darren's notice now, but I can read the.
Yeah, one or the other.
Yeah.
Thank you. Looking good.
yeah, I can see Darren's empty shelves. They look good.
And Denise is here.
Hello.
Hi,
Yeah,
Denise.
Denise is there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello.
Julie and everybody.
Lisa, you look absolutely amazing.
My God, she's not the same person. Half the person you were.
I've started the same diet.
Oh, Frank, you've grown a beard.
Yes. I'm not.
Very
I'm not
nice.
shaving it till it's all over.
Very nice.
It's down to your knees.
You might grow a long beard.
Growing well.
Look like Amos Brealey, everybody says.
That's better. Got you. Got you all. Excellent. Hello.
Hello.
I don't know what I did, but I can see everybody
Sue.
now.
Admit.
Good boy.
You're Julie.
Where's John gone? Can't see him.
Still here.
John.
He's behind the camera.
Oh,
Oh, it's the pussycat.
Lovely.
Sorry.
Who's the pussycat, Lisa?
Pardon?
Who's the pussycat?
That was Domino, and then there's another one.
Like all.
This one's Blackjack. They like any kind of noise, so they will be coming over.
Right.
Sorry. Bit disruptive.
I only have a few pigeons walking in the garden because I feed them and they always come back and they just stroll very much at home in my garden now.
Okay, well, it's been about 13 minutes. We've been going for about 13 minutes, and we have 15 people. So should we get going?
Yeah.
Okay.
We
then.
need pen and paper.
You might do. Let's see how it goes. Anyway, hopefully, I can still admit people as they appear, and I don't miss them. Let me go on to the next screen if it lets me.
You might have to read it out because I've got all the cameras taking up most of the screen. Can't read anything.
I can't actually see anything because I've got all the pictures on as well. Oh, I was going to say, I talked about the mute button. So the mute button is in the bottom left-hand screen, and there's a bit of feedback going on. So can I suggest, if you don't want to say anything, you just mute yourself. So move your mouse down to the bottom left-hand side and just click on the microphone and mute yourself, and then the sound will be a lot better for everybody. Brilliant. And if you want to say anything, I'm not going to be able to see you. Do this, I might be able to see you. Hi, Sue.
Hi.
If you want to mute yourselves, people, and unmute yourself when you want to say something, and we'll see how that works.
I've got to do that.
Okay.
Okay, let's go on. I didn't give you a lot of notice on the challenge for Illogical. It was on the newsletter, it's on the website, but I didn't send out an email about it. So what I've decided to do with Illogical is, illogically, leave it till Thursday. So you've got until Thursday to finish off your illogicals and send them into the chairmanschallenge@gmail.com. That's 100 words or 15 poetic lines inspired by the word illogical. So we won't do that today. I'll just mention it again as we get to that section. Let me do this. Oh, it's being a bit slow. Can you see that? Contents. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Unusually.
Yeah.
Inspirational writing, successes, a double challenge results because we didn't have the meeting last month, and then some other bits and pieces. And then we can decide whether we've had enough or whether we want to carry on. I might start another meeting afterwards, but it's not for a workshop. I haven't got anything that well prepared, I'm afraid. But we can discuss any writing issues you might have, or just chat or whatever for a bit longer. So this meeting might chuck us out after 40 minutes because that's the theoretical maximum extent of Zoom. So we'll see what happens. Last time I had a meeting, they decided to extend it, so I had the option to carry on. So inspirational writing. Now this may or may not work, but we often have a contribution from John. I wonder whether John is prepared. Does he have anything? Are you there, John? You'll have to unmute yourself.
Can you see me at all?
No.
I can see your leg.
Can you?
Yeah.
Can you still see it?
Now I can see a bookcase.
And yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so I need to turn my camera around then, don't I? How do I do that?
Go and sit at the back of your computer.
I suppose.
It doesn't really matter because we can hear you.
Oh, right.
True. In fact, it's better.
Well. Yeah. In fact, if you can hear me, I don't even have to join the meeting. So, can you see anything whatsoever, Darren?
Yeah, I can see a cupboard or something. A windowsill.
We can see your office, but we can't see you.
Can you see?
Now we can see a mirror.
Yeah, can you see anything in the mirror?
I can see you now.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Oh, excellent. Right, so bear with, and I'll see if I can find something for your inspirational. I haven't prepared anything. I have to be honest.
Okay.
I've got something.
Go ahead, Mike.
You go for it then, and
Here we
I'll
are. Chance is the great master because it is not actually an accident. Chance only exists in our eyes. It is an assistant to the master's universe. That's Walls, the photographer.
Wow. Presumably took a lot of photographs and by chance.
Yes. Yeah. Here's another one. But a story that needs to have words said about it is a story that does not contain all its own right words.
Different.
Often you hear people say, oh, this really happened to me. It's a true story. You say, well, we don't care. It's a story. Tell us. That's Algie Spudry's introduction to In the Hall of the Mountain Kings.
Oh, right.
That's me, really.
Brilliant. Thanks, Mike.
Well, I have found something, if that's of any help at all. In the isolation, we've all been sort of struggling, haven't we? So I found some preparation instructions printed on a tomato soup tin. And it said, lift tab and pull up to remove lid. Slice fingertip on sharp can lip. Throw lid very hard into waste bin so that it knows what it's done. Laugh at instructions regarding the cooker. Dump cold blob of contents into microwave bowl. Observe appetite disappearing. Microwave until edges are scalding and middle remains. Stir until completely lukewarm throughout. Ignore soup-coated microwave interior and pour away to leave permanent orange stain on everything.
Brilliant.
Oh,
it's going to really help, isn't it?
That was excellent.
Brilliant. Thank you, Mike. I'm just struggling with my screen at the moment, just checking I haven't missed anybody off. There's still 15 of us.
Can you still see me?
See computer.
Hi.
Yeah.
Denise, did you want to say something, or are you just waving? Does anybody else have any inspirational stuff? I can see you all now.
I wanted to say something, Darren.
Yeah.
I've been reading Philip K. Dick for the very first time, and he's quite a character and quite a writer. And the way a friend put it, what Philip K. Dick's biggest quality is to drive action through dialogue like nobody else. And sometimes you can't say exactly if his dialogue is incredibly natural or actually so fabricated because he writes sci-fi, of course, and the world he describes is post-apocalyptic, and I have to say it kind of in a way, it kind of matches a little bit of the state of affairs that our world is right now. Yeah, so it's been quite a discovery to read him. And also, just like Edgar Allan Poe, you know, a lot of people who have horror elements to their storytelling actually have an incredibly good dark sense of humor there. And just like Edgar Allan Poe, I imagine Philip K. Dick always giggling in the background and grinning and saying, "Got you there." So yeah, it's been quite a discovery, the guy. And also the way he lived, because he was a full-time writer. He just didn't, he struggled, he was poor, but that's what he did. Yeah.
Brilliant, thank you. Yeah, I love Philip K. Dick, he's great. Christine.
Yes, I've got a story of the book trade, which I think is quite inspirational. Some of you may know that we've got an independent bookshop here in Church Stretton, and they've gone online, and you can order books online. They will send them to you by post, or you can arrange a personal pickup. And I've actually arranged to send book tokens as birthday presents from the shop by post to the people who are celebrating their birthdays. And I thought that was something they're doing to try and keep their business alive through all this. I mean, so many other businesses have got great ideas for continuing, but the independent bookshops, I think they've been a sector that have struggled for quite a long time, since really Amazon started to explode on our consciousness. And the fact that they're willing to do this, and they are working a lot with book distributors to try and replenish stock that's ordered from the shop. And I put in an order yesterday. I can pay for it by backs. As soon as they've got it ready, I can go down and collect it from the shop. They parcel it all up, so you know you don't actually have to interact with the staff at all, except to say, "Oh, your books are on the doorstep," kind of thing. And I think that's a fantastic idea to do. So, if anybody is within the area of Church Stretton and you still want to buy books, it's Burway Books in Church Stretton, and you can do it by email. They prefer it by email because they can manage the flow that's coming in better that way. So I just thought I'd tell you how things are going here.
Brilliant, thank you.
Oh.
Hi, Penguin Books. I've ordered books from them, and they post them to you. So I got the latest Hilary Mantel from them.
Great.
And then I've put it on somebody's doorstep locally for them to read it. And I took a couple of bottles of wine out to friends locally and put them on their doorsteps this morning.
And who was more grateful, the people with the wine or the people with the book?
I haven't heard from the wine drinkers yet.
They're still asleep.
Did they know it was from you?
No.
Oh, lovely.
I've got milk on my doorstep.
Wine's more interesting.
I'm obviously not your friend, Mike.
You're looking really good, Frank.
Thank you. I look like John's brother.
I'm just going to see if I can find a little book. My granddaughter has had a poem published in an anthology, and I'm just going to see if I can find it and read it to you. I'm really proud of her. She's fantastic.
Okay, thanks,
I'll be
Christine.
back with you in a minute.
Okay. So you're not
Hello,
there.
Julie.
Getting through.
Yes.
Hi, Simon. I can hear you, I think.
Yeah, I'm here. Good morning, everybody.
Morning.
Morning.
Morning, Simon.
Morning.
I'm going to press on with my inspirational bit here, which means I get to read poetry to you all. Here we go. Who wrote this? Surprised by joy, impatient as the wind, I turn to share the transport. Oh, with whom but thee, long buried in the silent tomb, that spot which no vicissitude can find. Love, faithful love, recalled thee to my mind, but how could I forget thee? Through what power, even for the least division of an hour? Have I been so beguiled as to be blind to my most grievous loss, that thought's return was the worst pang that sorrow ever bore? Save one, only one, when I stood forlorn, knowing my heart's best treasure was no more, that neither present time nor years unborn could to my sight that heavenly face restore. Any ideas?
Elizabeth Barrett Browning.
No.
It could be Wordsworth.
Yes, it is Wordsworth. Yes, well done.
Well done. Well done.
Wordsworth, who of course was born on the 7th of April 1770, 250 years ago, a couple of weeks ago.
Gosh.
He's looking well.
He's a little bit grey around the gills.
Can I read you this poem?
Yes, please do.
This is an anthology. Here we are. Published by a number of schools. It's called Through Your Eyes, The Poet Within. And this is my granddaughter's poem. She's 12. It's called The Firewalker. And you have to decide, what is it? She's written, the cool wind skimmed my scales. Higher and higher I flew. Lonely though I was, in my mind, I knew. The distant screams filled my head, getting louder as I descended. Hundreds of miniature figures running away, undefended. My claws scraped the dusty earth as I came to landing. Only one small person remained, bathing in the river. Her long hair cascaded down. Her green eyes met my crystal blue. She looked up at me kindly, and then I finally knew. She looked deep inside me, deeper than ever I have been. She looked right inside of me and found the fire within. What is she describing?
It's a dragon, I think.
Yes, it's a
The taming
dragon.
of a dragon.
Yeah, she's a fan of Game of Thrones, of course, and she's 12. But there's some fantastic poetry in here. And I think some of the children that have written this are only 9 years old. It's just amazing. There's so much talent around us, isn't there? She wants to know all about my writers group and what I'm doing. And she's certainly very creative. She's entered the BBC 500 words competition for children twice, not got anywhere. But the fact that she's doing this is really encouraging. Tomorrow's writers.
Very good. Very good.
Excellent.
Thank you, Christine. Any other inspirational stuff? Okay.
I've got some good news.
Yeah.
I had an email from the Open University because I'm studying for my master's degree with them, and they said that the final papers are cancelled. Final assignments are cancelled because of this COVID-19, but they're giving us an average mark. So I'm quite pleased about that because I think my average mark works out about 68. So,
very good. Great. Well done. Oh, hello.
Oh.
That's me, I'm sorry.
Is that Mike playing?
Is that your phone, Darren?
Yeah, I'm going to have to ignore that. I don't know who it was. Hopefully it wasn't somebody saying I can't get on.
Oh.
No.
It says the meeting's been upgraded on my computer.
Yeah.
Yes, I saw that as well.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Unlimited minutes.
Yeah, unlimited
Now the
time.
never-ending meeting.
Brilliant. By sharing my screen, I'm losing a bit of control, so I can't see what's going on.
Doesn't the camera view keep switching for everyone else?
Yeah, sorry. I keep going back to share my screen, but then it means I can't see all the little messages from the computer. But never mind. It started flashing crazily at me, but I'm going to go back. I'm going to try and do challenges. This is going to be interesting.
At least you can't pass them around this time.
I can. Sort of. I don't know why my screen is flashing at me. That's really annoying. Where are we? Here we go. I should have said, has anyone got any successes that they want to share with the group? I think there's a girl in Hogwarts who's got some successes for us.
So I shared that on Thursday, didn't I? So that's why I wasn't saying it again.
Ah, right. No, you get to share it in the proper meeting as well. Don't worry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, whenever heard.
Oh, okay. Well, I've got a 3-book deal with Canelo Publishing. So.
Oh, well done, Vicky. Well done.
Thank you.
Fabulous.
That's
Fabulous.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I did catch that, but that's absolutely wonderful.
Mm.
What is it we can see in the background, by the way, in your picture?
Oh, it's Hogwarts. It's my
Oh,
home.
right.
No,
Okay.
it's a photo I use as my background. Because
Yeah.
I live in a messy office, so.
I thought that's what it was, but I couldn't be absolutely sure.
That's the bit from the London Warner Brothers studios, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Love that place.
Excellent. Any other successes?
Yes, I did mention in the Facebook group that I've had a story published in this ellipsis zine 7, She Cries Honey, little story there, which
Brilliant.
was the first thing published, so that was a small thing, but I was really pleased.
No, it's a big thing. Well done.
Well done. Yeah.
And I've got another long listed story, actually, the only thing I've written since we've been in lockdown. So if it gets shortlisted, I'll let you know on Monday, and if you like it. But it might not get shortlisted because it wasn't that good.
You all say that.
It must be okay.
Getting longlisted is a major achievement.
Exactly.
Well, we'll
Yes.
see. I'll keep you updated.
Especially now, because I think there are probably more people entering competitions because more people are at home, they've got more time. It might very well be that the competition is much more fierce than it might otherwise have been. So well done.
Yeah, well done indeed. Well done indeed.
Thank you.
I'm going to press on with challenges unless anyone else has got anything else to say on successes. I've been successful. What am I talking about? I set myself a challenge of 100 words a day during Lent, and I managed to keep it going, which is unbelievable. Unlike the chocolate, which I didn't manage to keep going. Cutting out the chocolate, I was a bit naughty on occasions, but the 100 words a day I did, and I did really well because you end up doing more than 100 words, of course, and that was great. And I'm trying to keep it going. Failed last night, but I'm trying to keep it going, so I'm really pleased with that.
Brilliant.
So challenges then. If you remember, way back in February, we entered a tweet challenge, a single tweet, and quite a few people did this, and Sue was judging it for us, and she's not here, I don't think, in this batch. But the winners of the tweet challenge are, as you can see on the screen, in reverse order. Anthony and myself share 3rd place. Anthony on his own is 2nd place. He must have entered twice, bless him. And then Denise, you were the winner. Well done.
Excellent.
And through the miracles of modern heroics, I have got here the tweets in reverse order. And this is tricky because half of my screen is not showing. So let me just see if I can make you all disappear so I can read this. There, you've gone. You've gone. So this is mine. So I'll read it out myself. I'll probably end up reading most of these, but we'll see how it goes. Griffin's Gambit is called. The Griffin had chosen 3. Josh doesn't want to fight a demon or be a tree-hugging druid. Sarah wants to defeat the evil on her own. Caradoc seeks a gateway to victory in the past. They must work together or the demon will destroy them and all they care for. So that was mine. And then here's Anthony, titled Between Sticks and Stone. Now, Anthony isn't with us, but I shall read out this is his joint third place winner. When a cult steals an object from a Vatican warehouse, Andrew Francis James arrives to sort it out. He teams up with Jemima Pinelli, a Shrewsbury detective with links to the object. If they cannot stop the cult's plans, it will be the end for everyone. No pressure! And here's Anthony's second place. I'll read this out as well. It's second place, but confusingly, it's called first place. So maybe that was wishful thinking, but here we go. They met at state school. Then one went to Eton. Years later, they meet again on the Thames. William Anderson is detective investigating a murder, while the oddly named Stafford Place is an MI5 analyst on sabbatical. They join forces to hunt a killer known as the Baptist. And here is the first place winner, called The Thief, by Denise. Do you want to read this out, Denise?
No.
So here we are. The Thief. In 1985, in a supermarket toilet, Cassie French helps her best friend give birth to stillborn twins. The two girls are haunted by this terrible secret, but Cassie has another secret, one that only she knows, and 30 years later, it will blow apart 3 families. Brilliant. Well done, everybody. Let's try and get you back. I can't see you. There we go. I see some of you.
Are you paying her buybacks?
I don't know. I'm going to have to try and sort that out. Let's just see what capability we've got on the...
I meant to ask about that because I still haven't paid my membership for this year.
No, me.
I don't know how I need to pay that.
Yeah. Brian, are you there?
I am, yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to throw it to you. That's treasurer.
If you, well, I can wait, or I can send out an email with the back details of the group's bank account, if you
Yes,
like.
please. And then I can pay it on backs.
Yeah, so some people do that already. Sue Ross, for example, I've done it. So, yeah, you're quite used to doing that. And your name comes up anyway on the transfer, so I know you paid.
I can't remember if I've paid or not, Brian. Could you send out an email to everybody who
I'll
you
send out
haven't?
an email to everyone who has not yet.
Yes.
Paid.
Yes.
I'll have to have a chat with you, Brian, because I would have had some cash in the last meeting. So I need to let you know who's paid me cash.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do that.
I don't think I've been to a meeting this year, have I?
I've got details of that as well, so I'll be able to send you.
Oh, somebody's phone's ringing.
Yes, that's mine. If I shall ignore it.
It'll go away in a minute.
It will go away.
Okay, brilliant. I'm going to press on with
Mute yourself.
challenges. I think.
Your call can't be taken at the moment, so please leave your message.
I hope they don't leave a rude message.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Horrible to say.
Oh dear. Sorry about that. I can't stop her.
I can.
Just ignore. Just ignore. Just ignore.
You're all right. I can mute you, Jenny. I'm going to mute you. All right, for a moment.
All right then.
Darren.
So I've muted her.
Darren, your phone call earlier was Joy.
Ah.
Yeah, I'm looking on the Wrekin Writers email account. She's emailed to say she can't. She's trying to log in, but she can't. So she was trying to ring you.
Could you email her back? Say keep trying. Don't forget to use the latest email, not the old one. The latest email link, not the old one. That would be great. And then I'll try and keep an eye open for her.
Okay.
Because I think I can still leap into the. Oh, I'm really confusing myself now. But I can this thing.
We're all learning about new technology at the moment, aren't we?
Some of us at a slower rate than others.
Trying all sorts of different things.
But let me just see if I can. I'm going to have to stop sharing the screen for a moment, whilst I just see. See what happens is people try and join, and they sit in a waiting room, and I have to actually admit them. But it doesn't. It's not showing me, or even letting me know with a recording.
You need a secretary, Dr. Bradley.
I do. Okay, I'm going to press on with the second batch of challenges. If I can, I'm going to try and share it back again. Share the screen. There it is.
Yes, there we are.
I'm going to drop you down there. So this was the challenge entered March, sometime, February, by those that managed to email in their chairman's challenges to the chairman's challenge at Gmail account. What I've done is I've gone through those, and as unbiasedly as possible, I've made a judgment on which were the best, and it looks like I've won first, second, and third place. No, I haven't entered, so I could be unbiased. And any second, it will show me the third place. Why are you flashing at me? Stop flashing. So again, we have 3 winners. In third place, we've got Jenny Arnold. Well done, Jenny. I've muted you, so thinking about it, perhaps I better unmute you now. Hang on 1 second. I'm going to go back and find you wherever you've gone. There you are, and unmute you. Hello, Jenny. We can hear you again.
Thank you.
You won third place. Well done.
Thank you.
Oh, goodness. Back to this one. In second place, Mike White. Well done, Mike.
Yeah, well done, Mike.
And in first place, again, this is becoming something repetitive. Denise. Well done, Denise.
Give me banner.
Well done.
So I should also have these entries. They're a bit longer than the last ones, and it might think about showing it to me. There we go. So this is third. This is Jenny. Jenny, shall I read this out for you?
Yes, please.
Unless anybody else wants to read it out, if you can see it on the screen. But I think maybe I'll read it out unless anyone feels that strongly about it. Okay, here we go. The day after love. Wearing a pink Lyrex catsuit, you were out there, partying with the beautiful people. Waving a champagne glass in your left hand, you clenched a cocktail stick between your teeth, on which a cherry glistened like blood. But when I looked again, you had dashed the glass on the floor. The cocktail stick had pierced your soul, and the cherry rolled in the dirt at your feet. It was the day after love. Well done. That's very good. In second, this is Mike. And it's called No Fool. Mike, do you want me to read that out, or can you see it?
Yeah, I'll read it if you like, yes.
Brilliant.
No fool. I thought I'd go to my grave without feeling the joy of love again. A complete surprise to find there's life in the old dog yet. We met on the tube. She was coughing and sneezing, and trying to appear a gentleman, I offered her my handkerchief. She was grateful, and one thing led to another. I wondered what a beautiful young woman like her could see in an old fogey like me. But there's a Persian proverb, lick up the honey, stranger, and ask no questions. And she was such a lovely girl. Now I've got this nasty cough.
Brilliant. Well done.
Good.
And here we are with the first place. Denise, I'm guessing you want me to read this one out for you?
Yes, please.
Okay. It's called A New Kind of Love. Who'll love me the day after? Poking and prodding will cease. The night terrors will slide back into the shadow's embrace. I'll be free. Sharp scratch, Mrs. Simpson. Muffled words permeate through the surgeon's mask, falling softly on my cheeks, then melting away. My heavy eyelids close. I awake to a woozy fog, my head shuffling images of perfect breasts, before and afters, silicone implants, topless models. I pull open the neck of my hospital gown. My left breast the same, saggy and old. The right replaced by an angry scar. A new part of me to love. Ah, joy. I see joy. Hang on. I can admit you. It has come up. That's good. Joy is joining. There we go.
Hello, Joy.
Underneath. Hooray! It worked.
Well done, everybody who entered that challenge. Well done indeed.
I can see a big hand.
It's me. I just got through, but I've only got 4 heads, and I haven't got that little bit on the top left-hand side.
It's true. I think it's because I'm sharing the screen.
Oh, right. That's this one, isn't it? I didn't get that.
You struggled, Joy. Did you get on the link eventually? And
Simon sent it because the email you sent to me with the link on it only came through as the title. It didn't come through as any of your message, so the link didn't come through with it.
oh, right, that's odd.
It was odd. So you're going to judge this one again on Thursday?
Yeah, so this one, the challenge which should have been handed in today if we had a real meeting was 100 words or 15 poetic lines inspired by the word illogical. So I think I'll judge this one again, and I'll make up for the poor notice some people didn't have by saying let's put a new deadline of Thursday at midnight, so you can enter if you didn't realise.
So do we send it through to you?
So if you could send it to chairmanschallenge@gmail.com.
Oh, right, to the Chairman's Challenge. Right.
On the next screen, I can show you. No.
Yeah, I've got that, yeah.
There we go. chairmanschallenge@gmail.com.
Yeah, I've got that.
No.
God, I raced one through in 30 minutes this morning because I thought it was a deadline.
Well, if you want to resubmit it, go ahead.
Illogical, right? I will think about doing that.
That is illogical, Captain.
Right, and this is lost lead or Wordsworth.
Yeah. So the next challenge.
Not lost lead. Not lost lead.
I'm gonna let you interpret it. I'm gonna let you interpret it any way you want. Lost lead, lost lead, lost leader. I was thinking about Boris at the time, but he pulled through. Bless him.
Oh, right. And it was Wordsworth's anniversary this week.
That's right. 250 years since the birth of Wordsworth. So he's made my special star list. You missed my wonderful reading of his poetry, which the whole group agreed was the best they'd ever heard of that poem being read out.
There was a programme on him in the week.
Oh, was there?
Yes.
Well, it wouldn't have been anything like as good as this one.
They skipped over the fact that when he was in Paris and he married a woman, he then abandoned her.
Oh.
And came back home to Dorothy.
Ah.
There you go.
What are you doing? Are you knitting? Or just playing with your necklace?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I'm playing with my earbuds.
Oh, with your earbuds, right. Earplugs, sorry. Right.
Yeah, I heard that programme, Joy. I thought it was really interesting. It was, I didn't know much about his life, but it was really quite fascinating.
It was,
Was it on the radio? Was it on the radio?
It was, yeah.
Yeah.
Radio 4?
Yeah, I think it was Radio 4.
Oh, I might have to find that then on
They said he went.
Yes.
They said he went to Paris, went to France. But he did marry when he was there, and I don't even know if he had a child. He might have had a child, but he just
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Yeah, he
He had a
did.
child. Yes,
He came back home then.
He did keep visiting Paris, and he did acknowledge his daughter.
Yes,
did he?
eventually. Yes.
Eventually. All right.
Naughty Wordsworth.
He was.
No wonder
And
he
he
was such a old
also-
romantic.
Also, according to that program, was very pro the death sentence.
Oh.
And considering there was loads of, I think about 150 offences at the time you could be hung for, not good.
No.
Mm.
Okay. Just getting back to this then, the next challenge, the one to be handed in whenever you like between now and next month.
Right.
It's up to 300 words or 30 poetic lines, so you have to work a lot harder in the lockdown. Inspired by the words lost lead and or Wordsworth. So there you go, something to challenge you, which is the whole point, I suppose. There you go. Don't forget to email it all in to chairmanschallenge@gmail.com.
Right.
Did you say 300 words?
Yes.
300, that's
Yeah.
right, or 30
Okay.
poetic lines.
Okay, thank you. Hmm.
So what's next? Here we go. An apology from me. I'm supposed to be writing the introduction to the anthology, and I haven't done it. I've had something else on my mind. I can't think what it was. Anyway, I will get it done by the end of April. That's my promise to you. Just like 100,000 tests, it has every chance of not happening. But I'll do my very best. Now,
I meant to ask about the anthology.
yes.
I wasn't there in the January meeting. If anybody still wants any help with it, because I know normally me and Simon kind of look at doing the cover. So I'm happy to do that again if you haven't already got somebody, or I'm happy to have a look at edit, whatever. So just let me know if you need any help with that.
Thanks, Lisa. We had proofreaders, in theory. We had Anthony, Vicky, Keith. Maybe those were last year. We had Christine, Mike, and Kate.
People did volunteer.
Yeah, but it came through to me by email from Dorothy to say, "Okay, Chairman, take it away." So I think
Okay, got all done then.
it's pretty much there. But Simon can tell you whether he's got anywhere with the cover. I don't know.
Yeah,
about
just
that.
let me know.
Yeah, no, I haven't even started that, I'm afraid. So
Goes with the introduction then.
yes.
And I haven't been asked to edit anything.
Okay. So maybe I'll double check anyway that we've done enough proofreading and that sort of thing. I can go out once the chairman has done his massive error-bound introduction. I could probably send it out again, and people could have a look at it and see how that goes. Okay. So what else? Doris Goodison. I was going to have a bit of a chat with you about Doris Goodison. It's open, of course, and it closes on the 15th of July, so plenty of time to do your 1,200 word stories. Gosh, this thing's flashing away. But I can probably show you the website, which is there. Can you see that? Can you see the website?
No.
No? Okay. It's probably me not sharing the
I've only
right.
got 4 people as well. I've only got 4 heads, including mine.
What I'm going to do, I'm going to stop sharing. There we go. Back in the room.
Right.
So everybody can see everybody now, possibly. Is that right?
Yay!
Yay!
I've got 9 people.
9? Oh, I've got 16 people. And what a
Yes,
beautiful
same
array
here.
of people it
Hello,
is.
Brian.
Good.
Hi.
Yeah.
So Darren, this Doris Goodison,
Yes.
it's excuse me, 1,200 words on anything of your choosing.
That's right. Let me read the rules to you. Entries must not exceed 1,200 words. Entries should be in the form of a short story on any theme and written in English, just in case you were thinking of going with Bulgarian. It's not going to happen.
Yeah. Oh, that's a shame.
The first prize, should you win it, is £200. The second is 100, and the third is 50. But the entry fee, the little bit of pain that goes with it, is £5. And I imagine that still can happen in the form of a check or a PayPal payment. It says that this competition is open to anyone of any age from anywhere in the world, including members of the Wrekin Writers, as long as they're not involved in judging. But I should tell you, the people who theoretically are involved in judging, and 2 of them are here, 3 of them are here in the room, is myself, Christine Williams. Is that right?
I'm here. Yeah.
Are you still involved in judging?
I judged it last year. I think I'd like to enter it this year.
Okay.
I'd like to have a crack at that one this year.
I'm going to cross you off the list. I've got Jean. Jean, you're down as a judge. Are you still okay to judge? Let me just have a look.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay, brilliant. Thank you, Jean. So I'll confirm that as a judge. And then I've got Roland Twynham, who isn't in the room with us. I'll have a chat with him by email, just check he's still okay. And I've got Suki down here, Mike. Is she with you today? Or is she?
Yes, I am. And yes, I'll do it.
Hi, Suki. Good to talk to you.
Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Right.
Yes, I'll do it. I'm happily do it.
Brilliant. So there we go. We've got 3 or 4 judges there. So that's all we need or want. But if you're judging it, you can't enter. So Christy, good luck.
Thank you.
And anybody else? It's open to. So the closing date is 15th of July, and all entries and fees must be in by 11:59 on that day.
Darren, do we have a PayPal account to pay for entries?
You do it through the website.
Yeah, you can if you're paying by PayPal and you've got a PayPal account yourself, you can pay with PayPal, and you'll receive some instructions about that. There's probably some on the website. If you have a look on the website, which is what I'm looking at right now,
okay,
there's a lovely little write-up on how to do it.
Okay, that's brilliant. Thank you.
Yeah, if you've already got a PayPal account, then it's the Wrekin Writer email address that you pay. But if anybody has a problem, you can invoice. I did do a bit of invoicing last year, so there are ways and rounds for doing it, but it shouldn't be a problem.
Brilliant. Thank you. And of course, you can also post, and the postal address has changed this year to Brian's address in Northampton.
Gonna get a letter at last, Brian.
a proper letter and not just advertising.
And 2 so far.
Whoa.
Excellent. Excellent.
Yeah.
I'm going to read out to you Brian's address now. Is that okay, Brian? Yeah, it's the competition secretary, 63A, Higham Road. Is that Higham or Higham? Higham Road, spelt Higham, Rushden, Northamptonshire, NN10 6 Delta Gamma.
Wow. There's Darren doing accents again to remind us of the retreat.
Well, the highlight of my day's happening now. The Morrison's delivery is coming.
Oh, right.
Hey, applause to the Morrisons man. Yeah.
So, Darren, the title of the website is what?
So this is our website, which is...
Oh, just Wrekin Writers, is it?
Yeah, www.Wrekin Writers.
Okay, I thought maybe it was a different website for this thing. No.
It's not actually showing me on here what the real is, but www.wrekinwriters.co.uk.
Yeah, thank you.
Right.
If it's okay, I'm going to go because my battery is nearly dead and I can't use it while plugging it in because there's no bloody plugs anywhere near me.
Okay.
I'm going to go, but it was nice seeing you all again.
Yeah,
Hey, see you and your cat on the sofa. Bye, Lisa.
Bye.
Who's got the budgie?
Me. I've got 2.
All right.
Now we're learning about each other, aren't we?
Oh, canaries. What are they called?
Pinky and Perky.
Oh, how original.
Right, cheers.
Okay, there's the Morrison's band. I'm gonna mute Joy. We don't want to hear Morrison's band.
We were on the Morrison's website last night, and apparently 7,000 in the queue.
Oh my
Wow.
goodness.
Where was that?
It wasn't order anything, just see what they're. Anyway.
Yeah, well, now, Brian, that does sound like something out of Philip K. Dick, to be honest. You'll be like 6 years old when you get to be the first in the queue or something.
Well, we managed to get a Tesco delivery the other week, just by persistently going on. I think they release a few towards the end of the day, around about 5 o'clock. So if you're desperate for a Tesco delivery, that might be a good time to check it out.
Often the middle of the night's good.
Ah.
No, it is.
Yeah,
They're all struggling. At our shop in M&S Gosford, I know it's a bit dearer, but there's only normally 8 people in there every day. After about 10 o'clock, and we've got everything in stock.
Yeah, if you've got an M&S food hall somewhere, people don't
at
think
Gosford.
they sell food, so they're still actually quite empty.
I'm not
We're 24 hours we're open.
I'm shielded, I am. Can you see my shield? I'm shielded.
Yeah.
I'm not allowed to go out.
Yeah, I was going to say that usually midnight is good for vampires for getting food, but things are changing.
And Michael, bring you some wine. I'll drop you a loaf of bread.
That's vegetarian vampirism.
Oh, I think they're finished. Hang on, let's go.
What end of you now?
Here now.
I'm muted. Right. So that takes us to the end of our official part of the meeting, unless anybody has any other business they want to raise and chat about. If you do, raise your arms like this and go. Oh, Denise, there you go.
Do you think we should have an additional meeting, or do you think we should keep it at one a month, you know, while they're short?
Well,
on Thursday, ain't we?
maybe not an official meeting, but we could just have a midweek meeting. Diane mentioned something when we met on Thursday, said it was lovely to see us all, but she just, because she works at a care home on Saturday and Sunday, bless her, she can't join us, of course. But
yeah, drop-in session would be good. Yeah.
What I thought I would do, based on something Anthony had suggested, was record this meeting. So you're all being recorded. I should have said that at the start. I'm so sorry.
Oh no!
So Frank, you need to put some clothes on for next time. Unless anyone objects, I'll pop it up on YouTube, or at least I'll attempt to. At the end of the meeting, it will start to download all the video. And I don't know exactly what it'll look like, whether it'll just be me or whether it will be everybody's heads here in this screen, or whether it'll be all the sharing stuff or the awful mixture of everything that you've seen all the way through. But who knows what it'll look like. I'll have a look at it, and if it looks okay, I'll put it on YouTube, and people who couldn't actually get into the meeting might be able to look at it and see how dull it was, decide that they didn't need to be there anyway.
How about, Darren, since this business of the care home, normally we only meet once a month. Perhaps we could have a daytime meeting or an early evening meeting halfway through, say in a couple of weeks' time.
Here we go. I'm gonna mute Frank. He doesn't want to talk about toast. Yeah, no, it's a good idea. I think maybe we had a meeting on Thursday, and that worked. You know, just for a general chat and to see everybody getting into Zoom. So we could have another Thursday meeting somewhere in the middle.
Yeah.
And, I think that's a good idea.
A couple of weeks' time, perhaps.
Yeah, good idea.
Well, All those in favour of a Thursday meeting somewhere in the middle, hold your hands in the air like this. Woo.
Yeah.
Oh, that's carried unanimous. Well done.
Well, one of the things we could do instead of a workshop as such, or if anybody wants to prepare a workshop, but what we could do is have a thematic, a theme for like maybe 20 minutes of discussing something that might benefit us all. For example, with my writers group in Birmingham, we've got a meeting this coming week discussing character development, our favorite character or characters, and why they're written so well and what makes their character development so good. Because I think things like this can just generate thought and help us in our personal approach, in our writing. Just an idea.
Yes,
Yeah,
I
no,
like that.
it's good.
Yeah, sounds good. Yeah.
I mean, can I
Yeah, hi,
just,
Jean.
hi. I think what also would be interesting is, we do the inspirational writing at the beginning and there's a couple of people, but we could actually, each of us, choose a piece. If we know we're coming to the meeting, we could bring something and we could read it and share it.
I like that idea too. Yeah, I like that.
That's a great idea as well, Jean, because obviously we are stuck at home around our bookshelves now, so it's more time to roam through the books and find some good stuff.
Good idea. I like that.
Okay. How does 7:30 on Thursday, let me have a look at the dates here.
The 30th of April would be a fortnight.
Sounds good.
Yes. Yeah.
Sounds good.
Yeah. How's that sound? The 30th of April. It's the end of the month. Have we got any accountants here?
We won't be worrying about that.
Okay, lovely.
Yes,
Let's do.
If you send out a reminder, Darren, and an invitation to everybody, because it's out of our normal routine, if you like. So give everybody a chance to see we're making some changes.
Okay, lovely. Let's do that then. 30th of April, 7:30 Thursday. I'll send out a little reminder and put a little thing in there, perhaps about bringing something along to read out. And if you've got any other ideas, send it to me on an email, and we'll try and incorporate them. As long as it doesn't become massive, but let's see how it goes. We got nothing to lose, so let's try it out.
Okay,
it's good. It's good.
Yeah.
Thanks for facilitating it, Darren.
Yes, thank you, Darren.
Absolutely. Thank you for this.
Thank you so much for all this.
Yeah.
You're very
It
welcome.
would have been, if there had been a new chairman elected this year, it would have been a bit of a baptism of fire, for them, wouldn't it? At least
or incredibly easy. They might have just done. That's it then. No meetings.
Okay. But thank you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Bye, everyone. Bye.
Good to see you all.
Okay.
I'll see you
Bye,
next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you, Darren.
Bye. Good speaking to you.
You too. Keep well. Keep well.
Ta-ra.
Ta-ra.
Ta-ra. Ta-ra.
Bye.
Bye.
If you're struggling, the end meeting is in the bottom right-hand side of your screen.
And mine's on the top left-hand side.
Oh, is it? Well, you had to be difficult.
Dear me. I thought I was being so clever there. Because I updated the website and now we've added a new date.
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
Right. Thank you. I shall leave you.
Okay. See you, Simon. Good to see you.
Stay safe. Bye.
Stay safe. Bye-bye now. Bye.
That's the three of